What up,
Yo,
brother?
yo. Happy
Ah,
Friday. Happy Friday.
happy Friday. You got your drink?
Cheers, man. I got some wine.
Ooh, I got a
Yeah.
Sazerac.
Sazerac.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
I'm not mad
Cheers,
at
brother.
that, dude. Cheers, my guy.
Click, click.
Hell yeah. First live stream.
Yeah, man. First of many, maybe. I think, it's just been so awesome to just chop it up with you. Even though we have physical distance in between us, we're still able to just really enjoy ourselves when we talk basketball. And then now Top
Yeah.
Shot.
I know, man. It's so cool because it really just brings back the nostalgic childhood memories of us fucking trading cards and going, getting packs getting mad at each other for picking the packs and
Oh, get super jealous.
so jealous every time we pull something crazy. Oh
Oh,
man, it's like this kind of gives me that same feeling, which is really
yeah,
cool, man. Because I I took a long break from collecting basketball cards.
yeah,
Like right when Kobe basically came in almost, because I realized like we didn't break a lot of packs when Kobe was playing because we would have had a whole bunch of Kobe rookies by then.
yeah.
By now,
And
I mean.
like I, f- I forget who is it, Panini or
Yeah,
something
that's
like that.
the one now.
I
Yeah,
mean, they have the official license, so I mean, no more skybox, no more upper deck, no more tops,
I
none of
know.
that.
That's all the
So
stuff that I have too, man. It's those old school.
yeah,
They still do NBA hoops though, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they do,
Yeah.
but it's kind of all licensed now. So
Yeah.
which is great that you know NBA Top Shot and the NBA is licensing all of this footage for Dapper Labs to be able
Yeah.
to just create these moments.
I know, man. And it almost seems like th- it's the NBA behind it and not another company. Like when I first saw it, I would have been fooled, and if you would have told me it's NBA that is hosting this whole thing, but
Mm.
the fact that it's licensed means that their branding and everything, the way they present it is at that very high level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy because you and I we just recently got into it and have kind of been hooked ever since. It is quite addicting.
It is,
Um,
man.
and I think that's one of the things. Like as people kind of see this as an investment opportunity and
Yeah.
a quick way to make a buck. You really have to go in with a healthy mindset because psychology comes into play.
Big time.
FOMO is real.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's crazy, man. It's gambling essentially, you know what I mean? You have to play with caution and you have to proceed with, you know, understanding that it's in beta still is a huge thing because you got to realize that
Mm.
we're still in untapped territory and I'm not going to go dump my entire savings into Top Shot yet. No, just kidding. But right now it's like I'm only putting in what I'm willing to lose, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
it's the golden
you
rule right
gotta,
there.
but it to me it's more about the fun. Like it's so much fun just let alone opening a pack, but like even just waiting to get in line for the pack and hoping that you get that number, it
Oh
gives
my
you that
god,
rush and that anxiety and those butterflies that you get,
those
just
like
hoping
dopamine
you can,
hits.
yeah, man, just hoping you get that number and then if you hit it, that's one dopamine right there, boom. And then just hitting that number and then getting the pack is another, and you're just opening the pack, revealing each one. Like the way they designed it is very genius because it's almost like it's designed to be addictive.
Yeah, you definitely gotta be conscious of that. I think that's
Yeah.
so important as people kind of like look at this stuff, it can be very addicting, and that's a real thing, you know. So um, yeah. That being said, it's still fun. There's still a sense of nostalgia that you
It
get,
is.
and I'm loving it right now.
Yeah.
There's definitely an element of supply and demand that's happening where
Right.
they're trying to figure that out, because right now the demand, ever since it caught a lot of mainstream wind, the demand's super high,
Yeah.
and the supply. I mean, these pack releases. Well, how many packs were in today's drop for the
How many
rare drop?
packs? It was like somewhere around 37,000 or somewhere in that area.
And what
Um,
what what did you get in line? Because we both took L's.
what did I get? I got like 89,000 something.
89,000. Yeah.
What sucks is because when they released the stress tests,
Mm.
it was out of 5,000 for the stress test, and I got 9,000. So I was a little bit over for the stress test, but like I would have been totally in for the following two packs if I would
Yeah.
have got that 9,000, man.
We
So it's
did.
just you never know, man. That whole randomization thing. It's like I was on there refreshing, like joining the drop right when they kind of uploaded it to the site. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. To
it
get
really
in the
doesn't
waiting room.
matter how quickly you join the drop before the actual drop time. It's just as long as you join it before the drop time, it'll randomize you into however many joined, and you get that number, which is crazy.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me zoom out for those that have been really asking about it. I know I get a ton of DMs and
Yeah,
text messages, and people are wondering, like, how do I get into these pack drops? Because honestly, the packs, that's the best way to get into Top
yeah,
Shot, as opposed to like putting 15, 20, 45 bucks to
yeah.
just buy a
By a
moment.
moment.
Like,
Yeah,
get a pack for $9 and you'll
yeah.
get like 3 to 7 moments depending on which pack you get. And then from there, you might get some moments that are going to be well worth over
Oh, dang.
$9. And then from there, you'd be able to stay all cash positive.
Yep.
Once you're able to sell your first moment. But to kind of like let some of the people that haven't uh, and want to get their first pack, first
Mhm.
thing you got to do is get an account.
Mhm.
Get your account set up. Um, Sometimes, like when there's pack drops or right before, they pause on signing up for new accounts, maybe
Yeah.
due to all the bots and things like that. But once you go and you have your account,
Mhm.
that's when you go to the site nbatopshot.com, and
Yep.
then you go to the pack that they're releasing, and right where it has that gray button, right underneath the price of it, it'll say join drop, and it puts you into a waiting room.
Mhm.
And basically, everyone that's in that waiting room at a certain time is going to get randomized into the queue for the
Right.
drop. And then from there, you better hope that your
Number
place in line is within the number of packs that are available.
Right. So right here you have 40,420 total, and then they allocate some for, I know, for like 4,042
Marketing.
for reserved for giveaways or customer service and promotional purposes. So really you get 36,378 packs. And as long as your number is under that, you have a great chance of buying a pack, which
Yeah.
is hard already. I'm 0 for 3 on the last 3 packs, but I got lucky the first time I joined. And what I thought was interesting with this one was, the requirements that you had to meet in order to buy the packs.
Yeah. And what was the requirement for this All-Star Game Pack?
So this one, it's a rare pack, and the requirement was to own at least 3 moments in your collection before you buy the pack. So you have to already kind of be a collector. Um, and it's cool. You don't have to necessarily get your moments from the packs. You could have set up a brand new account yesterday and just bought 3 moments from the marketplace, and you'd be eligible, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a few people did. The homie Bev did. There's other few homies that just ended up getting 3 moments, and we also saw in the marketplace a lot of those lower cost moments ended up ticking up.
I know.
I mean, you had some of the lower, like the floor prices of some of these moments
Right.
were like usually $8, $10 maybe, and then all of a sudden the lowest moment you can get is like 15, 20. And so a lot of people, I can tell, were coming up on them.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, the if you go to the marketplace and just filter it to lowest ask, the cheapest moment at this point is going to be $10 lowest ask, which it's gone down a lot since they announced that pack drop.
Mm-hmm.
So before the pack drop, there were some that were like $7 or $6. They went pretty low. And then once they announced that they were releasing the pack, all of a sudden these lowest, valued moments ended up becoming like $15 or, $16. And now it's kind of leveled back out down to like 10, but people were just trying to snatch as many of those lowest cost moments just to be able to be eligible to buy a pack and just to get in line to buy the pack. So
Yeah,
it sucks for all those people that bought moments and then still didn't get packs. And then now they got to flip them for less than what they bought them for. So it's kind of,
unless they hold them.
yeah, exactly.
And that's
So,
the thing. Hopefully you got someone that you actually like. Hopefully you got some,
yeah,
moments where you actually see some value in that player or see the potential.
yeah. If I'm
Because
buying moments, for sure.
the marketplace is very responsive to what's happening in the NBA right now, which is so
100%.
dope.
It's
You
so
know,
cool.
like I know you came up on that Anthony Edwards
I did, man.
for
Yeah.
45
Right
bucks.
before, yeah, so they released that in the common drop, right?
Mhm.
It was a common pack. Um and this was before he had his 42-point
Hey, if
game
if
yesterday.
you have the moment to put up on the
So,
screen too.
oh yeah, let me pull that up real quick. That
But
Edward.
yeah, he had a 42-point game last night. Absolutely killed it. And
So yeah,
then what
42-point game. I bought it at $45 like 3 days ago, was it, Sean?
yeah.
Somewhere around like 3 days ago. $45. I almost bought two because I was like, this seems kind of crazy,
Yeah.
because the moment itself is sick,
So
regardless of like the serial number or whatever it is,
yeah.
the count.
That's the
Uh,
key.
the moment itself was fire, so I had to definitely swoop that one up.
Pull this
So
up.
let me pull up where is
Got it.
this?
There we are.
So this is it. Ah, sorry if it's a little choppy because my internet might be slow, but
Ugh, that's
when he
nasty.
just like lifts off and extends, it's like, get out of his way, dude. You're gonna you're
Dude,
gonna get you're gonna get top shotted.
he is nasty.
He's nasty. But look at where it's at now, 124 after his 42-point game and another highlight dunk he had in his game before. He jumped up from 45 to 124 in two days. But
Mm.
it was a result of, he had another dunk highlight happen on his game against was it Wizards? I forget who it was. But he had another big dunk, and then he just scored 42 last night, his highest
His career high so far.
career high so far. So it ended up being over, 100, almost $100 profit already.
Yeah. And one of the only doper things than his dunks is just him in interviews.
Oh my gosh.
He's hilarious. I love
Yeah.
that guy.
He's so real, man. He just
Yeah.
I love his confidence in himself, and he's almost like trolling everybody. You know what I mean? It's like he doesn't take everything so serious. He's very like
Yeah, you can
comfortable
tell he
being
has
a
fun.
19-year-old in the NBA. Like I see so much potential. So I was like, I don't care if
Yeah.
they are the lowest seed team right now. They are definitely they're getting better because of Cat, you know,
Hmm.
and Anthony Edwards. Like both of them did over 40 last night. So it's exciting to see like the underdogs, someone at the bottom start to creep their way back by just letting Anthony Edwards be comfortable and be himself and finding his own role. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, the homie Adam, who
Yeah.
he's a Minnesota Wolves fan,
Oh
and
shit.
even like earlier in the season, we had a Anthony Edwards appreciation like group text,
Oh
like
yeah.
DM, and was just going over his highlights and just him on the court, off the court, and it's so dope to kind of see him progress. And
Yeah.
I think he really stood out when he was able to pop that three in LeBron's face.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, so much confidence, man. That's
Yeah,
all.
had
Like,
had that little smirk afterwards.
oh yeah, he's all smiles on the court too, man. It's just awesome to see that energy in the NBA for anytime you bring in fresh new talent that is just exciting to watch. And they're having fun. Like LaMelo too, you know what I mean? He has that same confidence and excitement, and joy playing basketball, which is fun to watch. And I'm definitely
Well,
rooting for him.
I mean, you think of like the top three rookies, and like at first, I'm like all for Anthony Edwards, but Lamelo, his stats are undeniable,
Yeah,
and the top shot like prices for Lamelo's are ridiculous.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think obviously Lamelo has more of a. I mean, he's almost more of a household name, as a rookie, just because he's the whole Ball family. His reality show, like the expectations, Lonzo kind of setting him up.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of that. I don't
The hype.
notoriety, just the hype. So when he came in, it was just like, all right, let's see what this ball can do.
Yeah, and
And
he lived
he's
up to
just
the expectation, man.
he has the confidence, and I think it shows with his comment about when they asked, are you excited to play LeBron James for the first time? Play against him, and he's like, nah, like nonchalant. He's not really into the hype, and he's not into the
This
watching
fool,
basketball. I'm like, come on, dog. You know damn well you're over here like I'm about to play LeBron James, bro.
he's probably
But
shaking in his
he's trying to.
boots. No,
You got to remember this. These guys are 19 years old, dude. So it's like, imagine, remember what your mentality was like when you were 19. You know what I mean? And like
yeah. Oh
coming
my
out of
god,
college, or being the number one prospect, and like
you're looking up to these
you're gonna
fools
be like feeling
that
like
you're
you're
playing.
the hot shit no matter what. But you always gotta pay the respect to the king, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. I was going to show. These are two of the Lamellos that are out there right now. One is a common, one is a rare. And oh, I see Jason. Sean wasn't
I
scared of
wasn't
anything
scared
at
of
19.
anything at 19.
We'll see.
What's up,
Let's.
LJ? Welcome to the stream, man.
Yeah, what's up, LJ? What's up, Jason? Um, and then, but yeah, this Lamelo Ball right here. Let me show you real quick. So man, lowest ask 4,669 and 3,100 for a common.
Yeah,
But let alone
that's
this common is limited edition,
right.
out of 4,000. But
So
let's
let's explain that real quick. So like what makes those different when you see a common or limited
so
edition?
you're gonna have the rares, and those
Hmm.
are those are kind of out there. Then they have like commons, and then they
Hmm.
have legendary, and these are all different tiers.
Right.
Um, but something that like I was really curious about before was what does CC mean versus
Mm-hmm.
LE? Because you're going to see if you go to the marketplace. Let me pop this up. You're going to see some that are LEs, limited
Mm-hmm.
edition, and some that are CC.
Yeah.
And so what CC stands for is circulating count. And what it says is this count may change. That's why it says 35,000 plus are currently or are minted, and it could change based on how many they decide to mint. Meaning they could potentially mint even more than 35,000
Yeah.
versus LE. Basically, the number of how many they are minting is final. So at some point, this was a common and it was under like circulating count. And
Right.
then at some point, they were like, okay, 15,000.
That's it.
That's as many as they're minting. And so that's the maximum amount. So you don't know, like if you start collecting some of these commons that are CC, the
Mm-hmm.
circulating count, it's very possible that they can just keep minting more and more of them.
So then that serial number count just keeps creeping up higher and higher. Because
Yep.
right now the highest I've seen it's like 35,000 right now, right? For some of
Yeah.
the common kind of.
The base
So,
commons.
if there's a lot more out there, then chances are they're not
Less
going to
rare.
be. Yeah, there's less scarcity, so less value, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the collector's mindset is you want to be able to have the things that nobody else has.
Yeah.
And that's one of the really cool things that you can do with NBA Top Shot is be able to, like Joe Harris, like
Right.
he has a metallic gold rare out of 299. Now, Joe Harris, I don't know if there's any big Joe Harris fans. I'm personally not, but
Right.
299 of these, and currently the lowest ask is 1,118. There's 19 listings.
Yeah.
So I think it really goes to show, like, if you're going to long some of these players, like, go for the rare cards.
Yeah.
The commons, if you get commons in a pack, for me, that's the part that I'm flipping to get some of those rares.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Long term, you probably want to hold on to a rare because when you think about 5 years from now, how many moments are going to be minted? Like it's going to be hard to sell one of those commons that maybe that player isn't playing anymore. They're retired. They didn't really kill it in their career. Now you're just sitting on these moments of players that might not make a lot of noise, and you can't resell them. So it's really interesting, man. It is just like collecting basketball cards or baseball cards, but it being digital, I feel like it's really hard for people to initially see the value in owning a piece of digital art or an NFT.
Yeah.
Which for myself, even, it was like when you first introduced it or, told me about it, I was just trying to wrap my head around like, why do I want something digital and why do I want to pay that much? Because
I
I
could
can't
see
even
this
hold
highlight.
it.
I could
You
see
know,
this highlight on YouTube.
I can already see it on Instagram. House of Highlights posts all of these things all the time. Like, why do I need to own something like that? Where's the value? And, it's hard to just come to terms with the new digital age and blockchain and crypto and just the way that this whole ecosystem is growing is going to be the future. And I think if you're not into it now, you will be later on. So it took me a little bit. And as soon as I bought my own pack and opened one up, that's when I was like, I get it. And it was the feeling that I got. It wasn't the fact that I own a piece of digital, moments, but it was the feeling that I got when I opened it and the excitement and the nostalgia. And that is where I hold the value to it, because I
And
I now
being able
yeah.
to see through the pack and see
Yeah,
if there's
try and see if there's a little hologram in there shining, you know? It's that it's that same feeling, and it makes me just, excited to not only just, invest in it or, resell it, but to collect it, to own it, to have something that I'm truly a fan of, and allow me to get more excited about watching basketball games.
yeah, because I'm gonna open up one of the packs right now, and
Oh,
then
wow,
I
okay.
also wanna get back to how it makes you more of a fan,
Yeah,
because I think that, like, how you got turned on to Tyrese Halliburton is
oh,
actually phenomenal, and now
oh,
you're like a big fan. So I
big
want to
fan.
hear more about that, but let me pop at least one of these. All right?
Oh, sheesh. All right, so we're popping a pack live right now. So, what
Yeah.
is this pack?
So this is one of the pre-order packs. It's a base packs common, so I don't have like the highest expectations, brother
Right.
man. But
So, how much did you pay for this pack?
I think it was $9. I
$9.
think
Okay,
I
that's
think you
that's
got to
like the
keep me
price of
honest.
a regular basketball card pack, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it depends. There's some packs that are fucking
Oh, expensive.
expensive,
I
bro.
know nowadays it's crazy. So this is a $9 pack,
Yeah.
and how many moments do you get inside of this pack?
I have to double check. I think there's only like three or
3?
five, three
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, it's not much. And by the way, if I'm gunning for anything, because this is like a base set pack, I'm actually looking to maybe do this challenge right here, because these are attainable moments. And what a challenge is, for those of you that are new to this, Top Shot will post up a challenge, and this is the reward. It's this
Okay.
Mike Conley. It's actually a pretty dope highlight. Boom. Little
Ooh.
spin move. Woo! Nice
Ooh.
assist,
Okay.
right?
So right
Nice
now
little
it's down
teardrop
there. It
assist.
says 0.
Yeah. So because it's a reward and a challenge,
Mhm.
anyone who completes this challenge by this date, NBA Top Shot will only mint the number of people who completed the challenge. So if only 300 people completed that challenge, then only 300 of them are
Will be
minted
minted.
and
So
are
that's
in
considered
circulation.
rare.
Yeah, I mean, it's considered rare in a general sense that,
Right.
hey, there's only
Because
300 of them.
some of those rare packs will have like 299, right? Or
Yeah, yeah.
so
That they cost a lot.
so what
So
you need to do is
you
collect
got to
all of
have
those.
in this, you got to have 5 different moments, and it consists of Victor, Bam, Cat, Demar, and Pascal Siakam.
Which I could see you got that bad boy already.
I got a nice little gift.
So
Nice little
so
gift.
it would be tight if in this pack you get at least one of those guys, and then
Exactly.
you would
That's
just
what I'm
have to
saying.
buy the other 3, and you'd be good.
Or,
Wait for another pack.
or connect with the homies, like, who are also collectors who
Hmm.
might want to help a brother out, and
Do a
who
little
knows?
rental
Yeah, or a trade.
or
I'll
a
be
trade.
able
Yeah.
to trade with someone, gift them one of mine. They can take a
Hmm.
look at my moments and maybe see, like, hey, how, like, what would you, for this Bam,
Yeah.
right?
Which is
Uh,
going for what? 60?
lowest, yeah. So 60, I'd be able to either come up on that or take a look at some of mine and see if we might have a trade going or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So
Which
let me
makes
get
sense.
back to this pack.
So
So,
let's see. Hopefully you get one of those, or you get what,
or
like
I,
a LeBron or
yeah,
a
yeah. Just one of the
Taylor Horton
great.
Tucker, some
I'm
THT
down for
action.
a THT. Oh my gosh. I
We're
would be
Laker
so
fans
down.
over here, so
Oh, you see it across the
you see
banner.
it.
All right. So let's open up this pack right here.
Whoo! I love this feeling.
And I'm going to open up one for right now. All right.
Okay, let's see which one. Which one you
Turn the-
going for?
So first thing I do is I just hover over just in case there's any other different colors than gray as a shadow.
Oh, so if they're not gray, what is it?
Blue is rare. You might see like this iridescent one being legendary.
Right.
Um, and sometimes I like to keep those for last.
Yeah, for
So
sure. All right.
so in this case, I'll
Let's
go
see what the
left to
first
right.
one is.
3-pointer,
Heat.
Heat, Duncan
Oh,
Robinson.
little Duncan. All right.
He's a shooter though. He's a
Yeah,
shooter.
he is a shooter for sure.
So
What's
what
that
I look
cereal?
at besides, yeah, what I look at besides the actual moment, I take a look at the serial right here.
Can you zoom in a little bit? It's just a
Sure
little
can.
smaller. There you go.
And the
Okay.
serial is a high serial.
Right.
So
So
not a
21
whole,
over 21,000 out of 35,000.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
You know,
maybe, you could figure out when you get a moment, what is that? What's the value of that? How do you know what you're working with? So,
so there's a few different ways to be able to do that. And let me let me open up a
oh, you
couple.
want to? Oh, he's
Let
already
me,
addicted.
yeah,
He wants to
let me
keep
open up
going. He's
a
like, I
couple.
gotta get something better than that.
I love Duncan Robinson, okay, but we smashed the Heat,
I know.
so
So that one might be a gift for one of
that
our
that could
viewers,
be,
right?
yeah. All right, ooh, Rui,
Rui, okay. Hachimura.
let's go.
Nice, dude. That's a good
Ooh,
one.
ooh,
That's a nice
he's
moment.
nice.
He
He's
is,
nice.
dude.
He has a lot of potential.
He does.
Now the
He's in like every challenge too.
and he's a rookie, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he this year? Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, is he
He
is he
might be.
second year?
I don't know. Does
Rui
anyone know if
NBA season. Anyone in the chat know?
was he a rising star in the Rising Stars pack?
And Brad, yeah, you're absolutely right. That 35K out of 35K isn't even the end of the limit.
Yeah.
He was in the Rising Stars pack, but I know he came from Gonzaga. Okay,
Yeah.
so he was drafted in 2019.
Okay, so it's third year.
Yeah, so it ain't a
He's
rookie, and
still rising though.
he's still got a lot of upside to him.
Yeah,
You know,
but not a rookie. Brad
no,
says, yeah, he was a rising star. Sup,
yeah.
Brad?
Um, okay, I'm just gonna fucking open up this last one.
You going for it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
Let's
man.
go.
Let's see what this last one is. You ready? Jazz? Oh, Joey Ingles.
I told you I didn't have high expectations.
Good old Joey Ingles,
I didn't
man.
have
Look at
high
that. He's got
expectations.
his. That's not even a 3. That's a 2. Oh man. Hell yeah, Joe Ingles. Nah,
Oh,
but you know
damn.
what, dude? $9 pack. Of course you want to hit the jackpot, but
Of course,
I
there's always
feel
that
like
feeling.
even with those 3, you probably what does that
Yeah,
say?
lowest
You
cereal. It's saying
oh,
this one was my lowest cereal out of the pack. But
yeah,
I wanted to kind of get toward like, okay, now that you got some of these, how do you actually evaluate them?
right.
Yeah, he said, is that a 2? It sure looks like it, man. I'm not surprised he just got that extra 3-pointer. They didn't know what to classify it as.
Yeah, that was a
Um,
that was a 2.
so honestly, a couple of ways. One, you can do it like more on a surface level quickly within NBA Top Shot, and then the other is if you want to really do like a technical analysis, and you can go on other sites that tap into the data of what's on the blockchain, which NBA Top Shot, they couldn't even stop them if they wanted to. These
Right.
other
So
sites are able to pull information out of the blockchain and offer it up to other people and create some amazing apps. And I'm happy to walk through a couple of those, but
so
I'll
like
show.
is that because it's part of the blockchain, like that means it's accessible to anyone and they could do whatever they want with that data. That's kind of
Yeah,
what it is.
I just
Is it
love this.
Fournier?
Yeah, hopefully it's worth more.
Yeah, because it's a misprint. They might have to burn those and then accommodate you with a legendary or something.
The,
Because
the first one that says 2-pointer.
yeah, that might be low key rare. I might want to hold that one.
Let's go. Let's go with
See?
Joe Ingles. Let's evaluate this. Okay.
Oh man.
So here we are. The first thing is we can see 577 available for sale by collectors. Right.
Yeah.
I can click on that, and it's lowest ask $10.
$10. So you already got your ROI on that.
That's true.
You drop 9, and just from that 2-pointer that says is a 3,
Yeah.
you can get $10 for that. Okay, so
This
already
is super dope right here, though. This
okay.
is what I love seeing, and maybe we can save it for another one that we're more interested in breaking down. But I love how NBA Top Shot just recently, I think it was only like a day or two ago, incorporated this link to Evaluate.Market, which is not affiliated with NBA Top Shot. So
Right.
that's super dope.
Yeah. It's a tool that could use the data from Top Shop or the blockchain.
Tap into the Flow blockchain.
Crazy.
But let me go back. Let's see. All right, so $10 for that as lowest ask.
Mm-hmm.
We got this Duncan Robinson.
Okay.
619 available for sale. 11.
11. Okay, a little step up.
Okay.
That
So
was a
that's
real 3. That's why.
a value of 21, right?
Okay. So you're at 21. That's cool.
And then
That's if you sold it now.
if I sold it
Could be
at
worth more
lowest
later.
ask, yeah.
Let's see young Rui.
13.
13. Okay. Dope.
So what's dope is you can click on Evaluate.Market, and it's going to say, hey, you're leaving Top Shot. And I might have to open up a new screen share tab just because it opened up in a separate tab. So give me one.
So Evaluate.Market, basically a tool that utilizes the data to show you more information than what Top Shot gives you on their website, or more data about that particular moment.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh, dude. So I'm gonna showcase this. Hold on, let me see if I can optimize it for the screen.
DJ Beverly in the house. What up?
Yeah.
Look at
What's up,
what's
man?
up, Mike?
All right, so what we're seeing here is we got Rui, we got the layup. This is the moment. We see the circulation. It's 35,000 plus. The lowest asking price right now is $12.
Mm-hmm.
The percentage of these that are still in packs, the number that's owned, and down over here. Now, if we go back, my Rui, if I was to go back, we're looking at the serial number 19,168, right? So if I'm trying to figure out, okay, for that serial number, because serial numbers 0 through 3,500 are going to sell more.
Right.
Look at that, serial 58 for 149.
So can you zoom into that? It's real tiny.
I could, and what I can do first though is I could uncheck some of these.
So all the different colors are the different serial number ranges over there.
Yep.
So if you only want to see like what's in your area, that's what the pink area right now?
The pink area as well as the average for all of those. So I can get a good sense of what's selling for that.
Yeah.
But then you have some of these outliers. Like, what?
Like, what is that little dot up there?
What?
Like, why is that? How is that 549?
All
So it
right,
tells
dude.
you the date and time that it was sold. It tells you the serial number, and then
16.
it tells you the price.
Like, who the hell in the right mind is paying
Bought that Rui.
549 for that?
549 for that. Interesting.
This
Maybe
this
it was him.
it could be, not
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah.
You know what it is, man?
Mm.
It is people laundering. It is it
Mhm.
is it is people that
Let me
are
throw
trying
this
to make up.
546 into a moment real quick.
This is people trying to let up one of, like, they're doing like official trades. Exactly, Brett. They're doing official. They're trying to trade, but you don't know if you're going to be able to get that if you're doing it as a gift.
Right.
So you put up a Rui along with the Luca, then you'll be able to secure that cash and then be able to gift that Luca or whatever it might be, and that's how you be able to get that money. Now that Luca would be way more than that 549 probably, but
Yeah.
that would be one way,
Wow.
because you put a given price with a card that's within range. It's very possible someone could snipe that,
Right.
and
Right.
so you want to do it
You
in
price it really high.
a multiple moment offer where you would be able to secure the cash by a super high rate that no one's going to cop this Rui
Yeah.
at this price, but at least the other person can secure the cash and be
Get the
able to
cash.
secure it.
Wow. Money laundering at its finest. I love it. What a great platform. Like, this is not just about collecting. This has a lot
Nah,
more.
but
It's
look
its
at all
own
this other
economy.
data, man. This
Yeah.
other data is so dope. Like, you could
And
literally
I
just
never thought I'd be looking at data like this. You know what I mean? It's
data.
crazy.
Data is
It's
gold.
exciting.
So, you now the difference between what you're seeing here and what you're seeing on Top Shot when you're looking at what's for sale
Hmm.
by collectors. So, I'm on topshot.com and
Yeah.
I can click on, lowest ask, let's just say. So, the difference I'm seeing here and the difference on what I'm seeing down here is these are actual transactions. This happened.
Right. So those are the ones that actually sold or, were
Yep.
purchased by someone.
A serial number 43 sold for $299.
Right. $299.
Yep.
Wow.
And it shows the rarity and all that. Versus over here, let's see what a lowest, what a round 49 is going for. Like here,
So this is what people are listing their moments for and asking.
this guy has a 48,
Uh-huh.
but how likely is he going to get that right now?
I can't. What does
Oh,
that
sorry.
say? It's tiny for me. I'm sorry. 24,896. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck.
Good
Now,
luck. That's money laundering right there.
that's just someone who's saying like, "Hey, I might as well
If you're
just
willing to
pick this
pay,
up."
shit.
Yep.
Oh
Like,
man.
hey, this person may love Rui and wants to long his moment, and you just keep
Right.
it forever. And it's like, yo, if someone pays me 24K, like, I'm gladly gonna give it up.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? So I'm
Yeah.
not mad. I'm not
No,
mad.
it's cool. It is. Yeah. I
But
got a couple of those.
I love these. You
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
think this
That's
is where it's so dope. You can kind of go in, you just, with the
zoom in.
last
Just
couple of days,
yeah.
you can even see March 18, 19,
You could see where their trends are when it peaked, when it
when the marketplace went
is
down, and
down.
then where it
When they
came back.
announce something, that's when they announce the packs, and then all of a
This
sudden,
is everyone eligible, everyone trying to get eligible for the rare
yep.
pack, and then the rare pack drop, and then
Then they're
people
like, all right,
dumping it.
let's get rid of it.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's interesting. You can really track every single transaction with this NFT and be able to really kind of get a bird's eye view of the value of what you're holding and kind of where you could resell it ideally within, I guess, this moment. But it's hard to tell because you don't know when, um, you don't know how far along this is going to go. So I'm seeing a lot of transactions happening every minute where people are just buying and selling, or flipping. Is it because
True.
people are scared that it's not going to last long and they just need to cash out while they can now and get their investment? Or what do you think that is?
I mean, honestly, it's probably so many things. It's
Yeah.
probably that. It's probably the psychology of people not really sure on what's going to happen. I'm sure that plays into it. Um,
Like we were saying earlier, the what actually happens in real life in NBA. When people watch a game and they see
True.
some sick highlights or sick stats, like
True.
I'm guilty myself. I'm watching a game and I'm watching, people kill it. Like when I THT the other day was just like going crazy, and then LeBron mentioned him in the post interviews, like he's the one that we can depend on as far as one of the new guys, and he's our guy, and like I go, I'm like, I want to buy a THT moment now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
And I'm looking at
it's a
your
real
account,
thing. And
and
guess
you
what?
got a
I
THT.
got one. I got one. I copped one today. So, because it was actually, I was watching it ever since it came out because I wasn't able to get a pack.
Oof.
Uh,
With the
but
steel.
um, what drew me to it is the
Mm,
fact that, one, I'm a huge Laker fan, of course. And um, THT to me is the future of kind of where, I guess, the potential of where he can go excites me because of where he came out. He came last year and got a few minutes in the bubble, and then I, he won a chip. He got a ring because he was a rookie in the Lakers last season, but he didn't really get a chance to shine. It was like throwing him in the last few minutes of uh, when they're at plus 30 or whatever. But he ended up killing it in the preseason, and that's where he just got his moment to shine. And that was the first time I actually watched preseason games like they were regular games. I was like excited to watch THT to see what else he's gonna do in the next game.
yeah.
So seeing how he killed it in the preseason, and then
Watching him
now
grow.
getting a lot of minutes now, and then now watching LeBron tweet about him, post about him, like he's fully behind him, like he got the biggest cosign of the NBA. Like I just see a lot of potential in him. So
And you're a
another
fan.
thing is
You're a
I'm a
fan.
fan. This is also his very first moment on the
Oh,
site.
yeah, that's right.
So that's going to get a badge for first moment. So that's going to make it more rare later
Yo,
on. It's almost like a rookie because he didn't really get to have a rookie last year.
I mean, talk about badges.
Yeah.
What did you hear about badges?
So badges, I think from what I understand, just like on basketball cards, you'll know it's a rookie card right away because it says rookie on there. And if you notice, if you look at these moments, nowhere on the moment does it say rookie. And it's kind of hard to find. You sometimes have to read the little description in the bottom under collectible details to know what that moment is really about, whether or not it's their first year or even their first game, or in LaMelo's case, his very first assist. And you're capturing that moment, but there's no easy way to see it or filter that out in the marketplace.
Mm,
So if I wanted to go and buy a rookie right now, I wouldn't be able to just go into the marketplace and say, show me all your rookies.
yeah.
Um, they need to have some type of tag or system that can filter out all the rookies. And I hear that they're going to be adding badges. So they're going to add rookie badge, which is if it's their rookie year in the NBA. And I believe their first moment badge, which is, if they're not a rookie, like in THT's case, and this is his very first moment on Top Shot, he's going to get a badge for that. So that's just going to increase the value over time because people are going to want the first of anything.
It means something.
It means something more
Like
than just a moment.
this Anthony Edwards right here.
Right.
There's no indication except if you look at, I guess, I don't know, right here, draft.
Draft. Oh yeah,
There's
yeah. It's hard
there's
to
no
tell
real
whether or not
indication.
they're a rookie. So it's just like the basketball cards. When you see that rookie little gold, sticker or whatever it is on, you get excited and you want to hold more value to it. And I think
That little
once those
RC.
once those badges come out and they start badging all of their rookies, all the first moments, I feel like it's going to start to increase the value of all of these rookie and first moments. So that's why I jumped on the THT. I was watching it a couple days ago. It was at like $200. And today I've noticed because of the pack drop, a lot of people got them in packs. They might have started flipping them because maybe they aren't on THT. Maybe they're trying to move some stuff to buy the pack. But it ended up going down to 150, and I was like, all right, I've seen it past 200 already, so I feel like 150 is a good level price where whether it goes up or down from here, it's going to fluctuate. But I think over time, it's just going to keep rising as he just keeps killing it, especially if they win another chip this year. I mean, he's going to shine in the playoffs and the conference. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident about it, but I just like him as a fan. I'm okay even spending $150 if I lose it, whatever. But I still get to say I own that moment, which is
Yeah.
the whole thing. You want to flex your moments just like you flex your cards and all that shit. So
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
Well, I mean, let me go back to that because here, let me pull up your account once again. And
Sorry, real quick, Brad is asking, where's y'all's Twitter? Hustle House Twitter sent me here. Shout out to Hustle House. Thanks.
the
Our
Hustle House.
the Hustle House. Yep. So Sean responded at Sean Nana at Ken Nana. Okay, yeah.
Yep,
And
I got.
I also use the handle Luc Delacroix, which is my
I'll
I
put that
use
in the
that
chat.
actually. I'm gonna put that in the chat because
Yeah,
that's my music project. I'm also a musician,
and that's
producer.
why it's his Top Shot name is Lukey, baby.
It's Lukey baby. So if you want to see me on Top Shot, just search it's Lukey baby, and you can find me there. But I go by Luc Delacroix on Spotify and all that stuff. I make music, but that's what I've been using for all of my Twitter, and like lately, I'm just using more of that just to keep that going.
As well as your
So
duo, McKenna. Just another shameless plug right there. Okay.
yes, yep.
But so 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 you opened up. You were lucky enough to get this Rising Stars pack, and you pulled this
Hmm.
Tyrese. You're really hoping because this is the first time we went live on FaceTime. No, on Zoom.
Yeah, we just did a Zoom call,
We did
just
a
you and
Zoom
I.
call.
I was so excited about getting the pack, and I haven't. I got one pack before the Seeing Stars pack, right before I was able to score that, and then this was my second pack, right? Or was this my first pack?
This was, I think, it was your first pack,
Was this
dude.
before Seeing Stars or after
No, you
Rising
got
Stars?
this. You got the Seeing Stars in this pack because there's one Seeing
No, no, no.
Stars.
Remember, I got another one, the Embiid,
Oh,
in the Seeing Stars pack, I
then
think,
you must
or
have.
a
That,
common.
this
Yeah.
must have been your second pack.
Anyway, I was able to snag one of these, and the marketplace was completely shut down the entire time. So I held on to the pack. I got it in the morning when it dropped, and I just kind of sat on it and waited for Sean to open his, and he refused to open it because he's moving. He's got a lot of stuff happening. So um, finally, I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna Zoom," and we opened it. And I was hoping, obviously, for the Lamelo because we all know Lamelo is going to be Rookie of the Year. His moments are valued the highest out of all rookies. Like
Yeah, you were hoping for
it's
that Lamelo, of course.
everybody's hoping for the Lamelo. Like who doesn't want a $4,500 moment in
Yeah.
their $199 pack? So I bought this pack for $199 and ended up I pulled a Zion Seeing
That's right.
Stars in
Yeah,
that pack,
that was
which
nice.
I
That
was
was
already
nice.
stoked about. I'm like, all right, that's already like $500 in the marketplace
Right
right
here.
now.
Yeah.
So I pulled the Zion there, and then for my rare, I pulled the Halliburton. And when I first saw the Kings logo, I was like, "Oh, Kings, damn it!" Because I'm a Laker fan. We never really cared about the
Little
Kings, man.
West Coast, you know?
Yeah, it is a little West Coast rivalry, but I don't. I appreciate what they do, but I didn't know too much about Halliburton because he wasn't in a bunch of highlights. He's not playing a lot of national games that are televised, so you don't see a
Yeah.
lot of Tyrese Halliburton. And then, so I was like, Tyrese Halliburton. I was like, dang, I wish I got the Mellow, man.
And by the way, none of the rising stars were on the marketplace yet, so you couldn't even see the
So I wasn't
value.
even able to go and look like we looked to see, all right, well, how much is he worth? I had no idea. Um, but I started, because I got that moment, I ended up doing a bunch of research. I'm like, all right, well, who is this guy? What are his
Yeah.
stats? What's he doing? And then I started to see the headlines where it was like, Tyrese Halliburton and number 2 in the race for Rookie of the Year against LaMelo. And I'm like, oh damn, he's number 2 in the race now. So
Yeah.
he definitely
Anthony
is a
Edwards is
good.
3.
And Anthony Edwards is 3. I was like, oh damn, this guy is actually sick. And then on top of that, I by researching him, I saw that like he's a huge advocate for NBA Top Shot.
True.
And he's like on their Twitch live streams. He's breaking packs. He's like buying stuff. Him and Josh Hart are like both in the community breaking packs live on Twitch. And they're really pushing for NBA Top Shot. And then next day, I see
He's a
a
big
post of
collector.
Tyrese Halliburton on my feed on Instagram from what was it from, Sean? It was some highlight or something talking about him, and we're just
Yeah.
like, all right, his name's starting to get out in the press a little more, and
Yeah, it's
so
like
I got
that same thing.
excited
Like
again.
once you have a certain car or something, then you start seeing all of them on the road.
Yeah, exactly. Like once you put your mind on something, you just notice it
But
everywhere.
what's dope is like I love how this got you into watching a Kings game,
Right.
becoming a fan of a
Yeah.
player that if it wasn't for you pulling this card or this moment,
I
you
wouldn't
I,
watch a Kings game.
yeah, I don't think you would have any
I
interest.
did have a De'Aaron Fox. That was one in
That's
my
true.
first pack, which was
I
dope,
was
and
I
it
was
was pretty
stoked for
low
you on that.
serial.
Yeah,
And I knew about Darren Fox. I was like,
he's
he's
tight.
nice. He's nice. He's really dope. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch a Kings game for that. But once I owned the Halliburton and uh, they opened up the marketplace, it was like people are already selling them for like 1,600, like 1,700. I was like, oh shit, this is the second most valuable rising star out of the whole collection. And
Yeah,
it made me even more of a fan because I'm like, now I own one of these moments and I'm rooting for this guy to just beat LaMelo in the Rookie of the Year race. I mean, chances are, who knows, unless he just snaps into something and just takes the Kings all the way. But
yeah,
it made me a fan. So I think that's one thing that I really appreciate about these moments is and breaking these packs is it introduces me to people that I might not have been up on, and it gets me excited to watch games and follow stats and understand, the rotation.
yeah, yeah. I think that's what's super dope about it, and like even his Twitch and things he's doing off the court,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
It's cool to
He's
kind
a
of.
cool dude, man. He's a cool guy. Like I would hang out with him.
And he was even spitting some game, like some insider knowledge too about like you know looking at certain people, knowing people's games, and being able to kind of showcase like who's doing well in the league,
Yeah.
because that's certainly great information as it relates to Top Shot and collecting moments.
Yeah, exactly, man. And he's a real collector. He like put someone on one of his Twitch streams. I forgot who it was, but he was like, "Trust me, you guys, this one is gonna go up." And like, sure enough, it just shot up like a month later. And it's
Man.
like it's cool to see that he's all about it. I mean, he's a young dude as well. He's probably like 19, 20, or 20. I don't know exactly how old he is, but he's a rookie. He's still young in the game, but has that same kind of confidence as someone like Melo and Anthony Edwards, which you know I'm a fan. I'm a fan now, so I think that's what's exciting about this. As soon as you own a moment, it's almost like having your own fantasy basketball team, and
Mm.
every game you're just hoping that they get more points, get more assists, get a little highlight reel, like when MPJ did that 3-pointer
Oh
turnaround
yeah.
yesterday. Oh
Yeah.
man. So Sean ended up pulling in your Rising Star pack, right?
Yeah.
So Sean waited to open his Rising Star pack,
Well,
and
only because I was like really trying to
you wanted to share
I,
it.
well, I wanted to share it, and I'm in the process of moving,
Yeah.
so I wanted to be able to share
Sit
the
down and
moment with
enjoy it.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think that's what's fun.
Yeah.
Like even
Yeah.
as kids, we'd wait for each other to open up our packs.
Yeah, yeah,
Go to the
exactly. You
card
don't
store.
open packs by yourself, man.
Yeah,
It's
come
no
on,
fun.
man.
Like you wanna be able to flex right in front of them as soon as you get that pull.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So so yeah, I ended up pulling this one right here, which is
Which
pretty
I
dope.
honestly think MPJ is dope. Like he is good. I don't know like if this is his rookie year though, and that might
I
be
don't think
why
so.
his value is not as high, but it's he's a solid player.
Yeah, he is a solid player. He was drafted in 2018.
Mhm.
Um, I I see a lot of upside in
Yeah.
MPJ.
Yeah.
He's playing with the Joker,
Exactly. He's got Jamal
so
Murray and the Joker.
they did pretty good. I just you know I got mixed feelings about him, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But when you
He's good
saw that
though. He's
highlight
good.
yesterday,
That was like
you were
that to me.
excited, right? You're
I was
like,
like,
"Hell yeah, dude."
um, so now I'm like, yeah, anything to help up the value. And now I'm kind of also tuned in to his game because I'd like to see him do better.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
the same concept for anyone who plays like fantasy sports.
Yeah.
If they're going to add value to you on like winning in fantasy that week, you're going to
Yeah.
want them to do good. And right now, I'm holding Michael Porter Jr. and I want him to do really well.
Me too, man. I'm even rooting for him just because you own one of those, and I want you
Yeah,
to get more value out of that because I'm like, hell yeah! If Michael Porter Jr. does something, I'm like, let's go.
yeah.
Well, speaking of fantasy, have you heard of the Swish SWYYSH?
No, what's that?
Let me show you real quick. So this is something
Is this where they have like a
SWYYSH.
starting five?
Yeah. So
Mm.
essentially, you're able to kind of join a league using your collection, and you create your starting five. So you can launch a fantasy game for NBA Top Shot moments. So it allows you to choose your top five, and you have to basically choose like one, 3-pointer, one, block, one layup, or something like that. You have to have them spread out. You can't have the same of the whatever type of moment it is,
Oh
because
wow,
you might
interesting.
have LeBron assist, so you
Yeah.
got LeBron on your squad, and then you might have a Zion dunk, so you got Zion on your squad.
Oh.
You might have a
And can
Steph
you
Curry.
bet? You can bet money on this or what?
Well, that's I haven't been able to join because I don't have enough moments to
Oh,
fill
to
in
fill in a
all the
starting five.
roles, because you have to fill in the roles. So
Oh
you basically
shit.
create a showcase, and then you copy and paste your showcase link into here. And what it'll do is it'll basically add those to your starting 5, and then it
Oh
allows you
my
to
god.
play fantasy. So this is a really cool way to integrate your collection with an actual fantasy league, which makes it even more fun to do some kind of
Yeah.
fantasy stuff. So we should try this out as soon as we kind of get our top 5 locked in, and this encourages you more to go out and get your top 5. You know what I mean? Who are those guys that you really want? So check that out, you
What?
guys. Swish. I came across it. How did I come across it? I don't know. I've been absorbing so much NBA Top Shot content online so much that it came across somewhere. I wish I remember, but all I know is it seemed pretty interesting as far as being able to utilize your moments in
Yeah.
a cool way, other than just collecting them. You know what I mean? And yeah, you could potentially win money and win competitions and prizes through Swish. So
I love this LJ comment.
I wish I knew more about orange ball game culture.
Hey, I guarantee you'll learn a lot once you have some stake in the game, you know what I mean?
Start buying, buy your
Just get
first pack, bro.
one pack, and
Buy your first pack. You're gonna
you'll
start
start
learning.
learning a lot.
You don't even need to know anything about basketball to have fun doing this, because of the marketplace. Like
It's
you
true.
you already know what the value of what you're getting is, and it doesn't matter if you know the player or not. It's you understand the value, and you can go and use that Evaluate.Market tool to see the trends and hold it and see, should I hold this, should I flip it? It's like
It's like
you could
stocks,
it's like stocks. It's like, you don't have to know every single move that these companies are making to
but
invest. I just know
it's
I
so cool
use.
because like, these are it's sport, and the games happen and playoffs happen, and you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
So
you never
it's
know. And the fact that the real life, in real time, the
yeah.
market reacts to the NBA and the games, it encourages you and people like your brother to watch games every day, because if you own one of these moments, chances are their game is going to be on today or tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true.
So it makes it
That's
fun.
cool, man. That Switch thing, I think I'll definitely check that out, man. Thanks for
Yeah.
putting me on that. I heard about it. I think it was on one of the podcasts that I
Yeah.
listened to,
I think
and
I think that I don't remember where I got it
oh,
from, but it
actually,
might
you
be
know
the
what?
first bit, or no,
No, you know
YouTube
what?
video.
I think I saw on the NBA Top Shot live stream where they had one of the guys from the first minute with Jacob, and he said something about that. And I didn't hear Swish exactly, but I heard it was happening, and I'm like,
Right.
oh, damn, that's a really cool concept because I
Right.
know they're coming out with, you know, the game where you're using this, and so
Yeah.
that's one thing that's so dope about, it being on the blockchain, it being available data to be leveraged and used, and it shows ownership.
Right.
So you can actually, whatever you own, you can actually bring into that metaverse.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. It's my thing is I'm curious about how far this could go. And I'm thinking about like generations. Like how far can this go where, if you own an NFT and it's recorded on the blockchain, that information is going to be accessible, but the platform that you're using it or viewing it on or attaining that on, how long is that going to be? Like, what if NBA Top Shot decided one day they just wanted to give up and, it was over? Like, can you still access these moments on another platform or something else that allows you to move it with and pass it to your kids and pass it to your grandkids? You know what I mean? Because
It's essentially
it's
deplatform.
yeah. So I think that's one of the things that I'm curious about, where they're going to go with this, as far as yes, you have the non-fungible token that you can always transfer and keep track of, but to be able to watch the moment and be able to view it and share it and do whatever you want, put it on a display somewhere one day, or
Yeah.
that's what I'm curious about, how they're going to open up that platform and maybe make it decentralized so someone could buy it on NBA Top Shot and then resell it on a Rarible or some, I don't know, one of those other platforms,
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing with Apple and Android apps, and like having a closed system versus an open system, and
Right.
there's a lot of pros and cons, I'm sure.
But
But
when
actually,
there's a lot of money like this invested into it, that's the concern. Like the people that have dropped $205,000 on a
well,
LeBron James, like
that's what they basically have to take that risk,
yeah, right.
and you got to be able to see and believe that this is going to add value, and the person who buys it, who decides to buy it, has to also see that
Hmm.
this is going to be a sustainable thing, or at least have the value in the long term.
Yeah.
I highlighted this from LJ
Yeah.
because I wanted to share that all of these moments that you're seeing are actually built in Unity. So the Unity package could actually be added to and implemented in VR or MR.
Hmm.
So I think that's also something that's really dope about how these moments are packaged, because they are packaged in Unity format. We'll be able to see this in AR applications.
Right.
And I can only imagine what an AR display of moments could look like, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And I think that's one thing that is also future proofing these moments,
Right.
is the fact that it's built in Unity.
Hmm. Yeah.
Lots of
And
potential.
I think it's also cool that they have the option later on to get really creative with um, things that can be attached to the NFT, like an experience,
Mm,
you know? So imagine one day you are able to get tickets to a Laker game, by owning certain moments, or, there's
it's
things
special
that
access.
special access, there's things that you can do with this more than just collect them later on, and I feel like they're going to get creative, and they're going to find other ways to just keep adding value to these somehow.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm gonna share my screen real quick if that's all right.
Yeah.
There's this guy who I started. I was in a room in Clubhouse with this guy, and he was just so gracious and just gifting everyone some really great knowledge and answering questions around NFTs and that whole space.
Yeah.
So I encourage you all to, if you're interested, to follow this dude. Let me pull up his Twitter. His name's Alan Henna. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Um,
Hmm.
but one of here he is with his CryptoPunk. Um, one of the things I love what he posts, he pinned for artists and community. I love this little infographic right here,
Mm.
because when you look at artists and community and you look at NFT, you have collectible, you have
Hmm.
experiences, and you
Hmm.
have licenses, right? And the NFT offers provenance, authenticity, and ownership.
Hmm.
And so for a collectible, whether it be a one of one or one of 10, for example,
Yeah.
is a limited edition item of creative content which the buyer owns for collection purposes, meaning they can resell, and the creator receives a secondary sales revenue. In this
Mm.
case, the
Hmm.
creator is Top Shot,
Top Shot.
right? And in that contract, they're working with the NBA,
NBA.
the NBA Players Association, as
So
well as
they get a cut
Dapper
out of
Labs.
every transaction.
Every transaction, therefore, after.
Right.
But besides being collectible, experiences. So an
Mhm.
example would be viewing, streaming, social, artist access. Maybe
Mm.
you sell a Luc Delacroix
Mhm.
or McKenna NFT, and certain people get access if they have ownership of
Right.
these NFTs.
You get
They might
backstage
have all
passes.
X, something like that,
Mhm.
and you can prove it, right? There's
Mhm.
authenticity, there's ownership,
There is, yeah.
and viewing a copy of or the original NFT could be free or cost money, but doesn't confer ownership. It's also used as social access currency,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And then what we can get to a little bit deeper, probably not tonight, but
No.
licenses, commercial rights, ownership of the content, monetization rights, leverage for gain.
Mhm.
Imagine if you were to invest in a song, right?
Yeah.
Invest in an artist's work and say, I believe this is going to grow.
Right.
I want to own part of the licenses by
Right.
way of ownership of the NFT that builds me into the equity of this NFT.
Yeah, which they have, it's like you could buy portions of a artist's royalties for a song. Like you have a favorite song, you want to actually own royalties. So every time it's getting more streams, you're actually making money from owning a piece of someone's copyright. So it's interesting. There's so much you could do with that data and information being able to be kind of wrapped in this, easily transferable NFT.
Yeah. And which gives all the good reason for Square to have a great reason to buy title,
Oh, yeah,
right? Like here Square comes into the
nice.
game and purchases, and has the major stake in Jay-Z's company title, and could potentially revolutionize the way artists get paid with their music.
Yeah,
So I'm really excited about the whole space. I have no idea what's happening, but
mm,
I'm very excited and I'm learning alongside everyone else.
exactly.
It's been so fun.
Yeah, it's been a thrill. I think there's a lot of room for it to grow, and it feels like you're. I mean, even just being in Top Shot, like I s- and I'm in Series 2. Series 1 happened in what, October of 2020.
Mhm.
So it's still not that long
At the
ago,
end of the bubble.
Yeah, in the bubble, last year was the first series of NBA Top Shot. So even I still feel like I'm at the very early stages of something that has the potential of being huge for years and years to come. And you know how we are, man. Like we're the forward thinkers that want to, see the potential of where things can go. And obviously it's in beta and we're still kind of playing with caution a little bit, but it's so much fun that even if we spend a little bit of money out of our pockets to get in, you can there's a huge potential of making a lot of money as well. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean,
having fun.
it's the same thing with, us being independent artists and kind of doing things ourselves, right? Like you gotta love the process.
Yeah.
You gotta love the process of being able to just figure it out along the way, not have all the answers, but be surrounded by a community who's going to help take you there and who's going to like feel you.
Yeah.
Who's like, I love being the dumbest person in the room because I'm going to be able to level up. And I think that's one thing I love about, the creative collective and really figuring out McKenna and music and just how we can put out all this stuff ourselves, create music videos, do retail distribution, do merchandising, do publishing, do management, do booking, do touring. Like all of that is just, you gotta love it. You gotta
100%.
love figuring it out.
100.
No one's
Yeah.
gonna just give you the handbook and just say this is what to do. You gotta experience it. And I think that's
Yeah.
the thing with this space. Like, just dive in. Just
Mhm.
dive in and start learning and figuring out who are you learning from the most? Who do you
Mhm.
have to reflect and share that with?
Mhm.
And that's one of the things that inspired us to jump on live, and just be like,
Yeah.
yo, we at some point, and like my texts in the group texts, I'm just like, yo,
Yeah.
this and be a
Yeah.
top shot. And then it
Yeah.
was like myself just feeling
Try.
like I'm like
Yeah.
pushing this on you guys. But
Yeah.
I'm really is just a
Just
call
excited.
for a call for like connection. Like,
Yeah.
yo,
Like
can anyone
let's get up
see
on
what's
this.
happening?
Yeah. As soon as I think when you when you're like, yo, I just sold a boogie cousin that I got in a $9 pack for like how much did you sell it for?
$14 pack for like 285,
You sold a boogie
something like
cousins
that.
for 285, and I was like, what?
Yeah, that's when everyone was like, "Wait, hold
Wait,
up."
hold on. You're like when you showed the screenshot, it said sold, and you got that money
Less
in
than
your
10
account
minutes.
like in less than 10 minutes. I'm like, yo, this is real. Like
It's
people
crazy.
really hold value to this, and that's what it's really all about. Is what do you hold value to? It's not about the digital versus the analog, and because I mean, if you're talking about sports cards, it's like it's really a piece of cardboard with a photo on it. Like, do you really hold value to a piece of cardboard or what it actually means to you and how it makes you feel? And I think that's what we're getting with this. And people hold value to these things. And now I'm starting to hold value to it. And this isn't financial advice. Please don't, take this anyway. Like, do not, this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. But I've already made some money off of it, and it's faster than I've made in any stock that I bought, or anything else that I've tried to flip or day trade or whatever. It's like it's crazy, but it's yeah, not financial advice, but damn, dude, it is fun. So
Yeah,
uh, go at your own risk. It is still in beta. It's still the early stages, but we are so lucky to be a part of this journey at this early of the stages. So I think I'm all about it right now, and I'm ready to see what happens next. I just
I
hope I get the next pack.
I feel you, brother. Yeah, man. Well, I think we should wrap this up, man.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
next
Thank you
stream,
so
we
much.
should give something away.
I think
We
we
should give that
definitely should.
moment. Your angles, your 2-pointer. No, that one's gonna be rare
No,
one day. That's the burner one.
I'll definitely well, you know what? I want to say thank you to everyone that's holding it down, and I
Yes.
definitely want to give something away to the few people that are in here. Could you
Yes.
please let me know in the chat what your top shot name is? And I'm gonna put that.
Some of you may not have a top shot yet, and if you don't, see if you can sign up. Signups have been really hard to do lately because they just got a whole bunch of people trying to sign up, and they have a lot of bot issues where people are creating multiple accounts trying to buy multiple things. So it is tough, but if you can, try and set one up, get a Dapper account, and uh, that way we can give away some stuff to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang on for a quick second until we end this, but put your top shot name in the chat right now for a chance to get gifted a moment.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay?
And then how are we gonna choose? Is it gonna be so LJ doesn't have a count.
Let me go to like some random
I want a Luka Doncic
.org.
jersey with equality in the Slovenian from the bubble games. Oh, sick. You won that? That's awesome, dude. All
Damn.
right, so Brad has entered his. LJ said, I don't have an account, but if I did, I'd just give you my cards. Michael Collins, we got yours.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let me figure out what's the best way to do this.
There's a randomizer type of situation. I see people do it all the time. I just don't
Oh,
know
I see the Hustle House doing it all the time.
Oh yeah, the
Picker
hustle house.
wheel. Let's try
Yeah, pick a wheel.
pickerwheel.com.
Well, it's just right now we
All right.
just have two, so it's out of Brad and Mike.
Well, let's. LJ's been in here too, and LJ, I'll promise you, if you win, I'm gonna put LJ. If you win, LJ, you
That's
DM
fair.
me. You DM me as soon as you get a Top Shot name. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's a good deal
this
because
for Brad.
LJ's been holding it down.
Hey, I'm messing with Brad. This guy said tails. 'Cause he's 50-50. Hold up. Let me put LJ. Let me put Brad and don't let Los Beverly. Brad. Brad third.
All right, let's give something away.
Yo, hey,
Brad,
Brad,
Brad, you're in.
you're in, and if you want to, re-gift it to
Yeah.
one of these others,
If
you're
you
more
win
than
this,
welcome
you're more
to.
than welcome to regift. So, but thank
Uh,
you guys for being here and hanging out with us.
yeah,
This was a lot of fun. This is our first time, and we're hoping to just keep doing this as we get more packs and as we kind of learn more about the market and just want to hang out and chat. So, thanks for hanging out.
check out this wheel, son.
All right, share your screen.
All right. Oh shit.
Woo! That's pretty. That's pretty intense. Hey, this you guys should mint this moment because you get to be the first ones on our first stream ever talking about NBA Top Shot. So shout out to you guys. Do y'all
No
have a
Discord
Discord?
yet.
We don't have a Discord yet,
Man.
but we have our own individual Discord channels. But we'll go ahead and create a Discord for our next stream, and we'll post that up.
We're thinking of we're thinking of kind of like branding this all together because I got my thing going on, Ken got his thing going on.
Yeah,
We got things that we're collaborating on. Thinking about using Unbox as a thing. So maybe
UNBX.
yeah,
Yeah,
we might use that as our creative playground for
yeah.
NFT space, Top Shot, just get creative.
Collectibles, whatever.
Whatever, you know. But all right, Brad, thank you. So let's spin this.
All right. Who we got? Wait, hold on. What are we giving away right now before we spin this so they know?
All right.
You gotta, you gotta, you gotta,
That's true.
you gotta say.
That's true. Let me go in here. So let's give away this. Let's give away this Duncan. This Duncan
Duncan
right
Robinson.
here.
All
Yeah,
right, that's not
you
bad,
know.
dude.
Yep.
I mean, they were in the
It's
finals
going for
last year.
yep. It's going for 12 right now.
Okay,
Top sale at 500. But you know what? It's a moment.
it's a
It's
moment.
it's a pack. It's a base set pack.
Yep. All
And you
right.
never know.
So
You never know what's going to happen. So, all
Duncan Robinson.
right.
Let's see.
Anyone else? Last 10
LJ
seconds.
likes the name.
Last 10 seconds.
Mom, are
Anyone
you
else
in
have a
here? I
name?
think you might be watching low key. Just sneak. Just kidding.
If anyone doesn't have a Top Shot name yet and just has and will get one eventually, just put your name in.
Okay.
And at least I'll know when you DM me. Holding your first card
Oh yeah,
forever.
if he wins this, that is a moment, man. That's a moment to remember.
All
All right,
right.
let's
All right.
see it.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
There you go, Brad.
Brad. All right, congrats, Brad.
Hey, Brad. Good shit, man.
Yeah, thank you for hanging out. And sorry, LJ, join us on the next one. You might win that one. Or if Brad's feeling generous, he could gift it to you one day. But get that account set up, dude. Just have it. It doesn't cost anything to set it up, and just by having an account, you'll be eligible to receive and give gifts or buy moments in the marketplace or buy packs. So go to NBATopShot.com and just set it up if you can.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Ken, man, this was fun. It was a good Friday night for me, man.
This is how we spend
Appreciate
Friday
you.
nights in pandemic, dude. This is amazing. I mean, I enjoyed it. I had a little bit of wine and got to hang out with you guys. So, and honestly, I've been so focused on learning more and more about this whole space, the whole NFT space and Top Shot. So it's fun. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it, man. You were definitely trying to pioneer this thing by going on IG Live, and I was like, let's just go live on YouTube.
Hey, cheers to you. Cheers to Brad with bourbon over there.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I think we just need to keep getting creative and just not really give a fuck, you know?
Yeah. Let's just have some fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Brad, just so you know, Marketplace is currently undergoing maintenance, but as soon as it's back up, I got your Top Shot name saved, Brad the Third. I'll send you that moment as soon as it opens up.
Yeah.
Thank you all once again.
Thank you, LJ. Thank you, Mike. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
You
All
guys
right,
are
y'all.
awesome.
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
Bye,
Oh,
everyone.
don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's right. Smash that like button, subscribe,
We gotta
turn
do a
on the
little business here,
notifications.
just a
And if
little
you
bit.
want, take a look at some of the music videos and stuff that we have on the channel. There's some
Yeah.
really dope stuff.
Yeah, we do all of our own original music and videos, so check it out.
Awesome. All right. Later, brother. Love you,
Peace,
man.
y'all.
Peace.
Love you, brother. Take care.